Hey, look, trying to figure out what a goalie's going to look like long-term at the age that he's at right now, that's a sucker's bet. I mean, plain and simple. It's a fool's game to try to sit there and predict. But I will say this, from what I've seen and the amount of games that I have called involving him this year, he's a great puck stopper. And so if a couple of scouts want to knock his play and bring him down in their draft rankings based on a handful of games, a small handful of games in a cluster, then, well, so be it. All I know is this. If he drops, he's going to be a steal for whoever or whichever team ultimately lands him and takes him in the NHL draft. We got to take a quick break, but I want to get back to more of this, including your calls. Stay with us. I get that he had a less than stellar Memorial Cup performance. I totally get it. And I think we said that multiple times here on this show. But for his draft ranking to drop, despite the body of work and the effort that he put up over the course of the season, tisk, tisk, tisk. The team that ultimately decides to pass on him as a goaltender is going to regret it. I am convinced of that. Time for a quick break. I will explain more, and you can weigh in with your thoughts as we open up the phones next. And the Dallas Stars are one of those teams that had a conversation with the young player. Now, How do the stars factor in? Is this a position of need, or is this simply going at the best player available? But this is one that really intrigues me because I like where Dallas is going right now. And as they implement a little more youth into the roster, where do they look long-term here? Is this a potential fit? All right, what say you? Do you like that possible fit with Dallas? We'll go to the text line here. And from what I heard over the weekend at the Combine, the kid had a very lengthy interview with the New York Rangers. And think about what the Rangers have done with the youth movement over the last couple of years. Very intriguing scenario for them with the Rangers suddenly into the mix. And could you imagine him in a blue shirt? Original six team. It's not a bad fit right there, in my opinion. A couple of other scenarios that are kind of playing out in some of the other... So as we get closer and closer to the draft, and look, from a goaltending standpoint, I'll tell you what, if you want to find somebody late round that you could really take a flyer on, and I don't think you're taking a flyer, but if you could find this kid late, jump on him. Jump on him. His stock took a hit this year. I think they expected more. I think a lot of people thought coming into this year he'd be looking at a much higher selection. There's still an element that exists there in his game. I'd take a chance on him because I'm still of the opinion that he's going to be a player at the next level. I really do believe that. It's going to take a few years, but I think there's something there. Back with much more in a moment. Continuing our conversation with Ray Ferraro here on the show, and man, it's got to be a nice moment for the kid getting drafted and hearing his name called.
It's better than that, James. It's the realization, really, of a lifelong dream. I mean, since he's a little kid, he's been dreaming about getting drafted into the NHL.
A nice opportunity for management and their prized possession, the new shiny. Now, the understanding that we've got is that the kid was supposed to be heading down to the rink sometime today to kind of check out the new surroundings. This has got to be like the first day of school, Razor.
Guaranteed he would have gone early to go and take a look at the locker room. You walk in there for the first time, you can't believe your lifelong dreams are about to happen.
And when you're looking around, I'm assuming, is he thinking the nameplate might be up there?
Oh, you're hoping, but, he's going to learn that those trainers don't miss very often. The jersey's ready. Your name has never looked so good as when it's on top of your stall. But what I remember, James, is the excitement, the nervousness, how scared you were. And then you're like, I'm in an NHL room. I can't believe this. It is the very best of feelings that you can have till you step on the ice the first time.
A nice opportunity for management and their prized possession, the new shiny draft pick, to kind of have a chance to sit down and get an understanding of where each other kind of sits, what their respective expectations are. I know a lot of fans are wondering, can he make that jump now? Can he make that jump and be an impact player in the National Hockey League? I think management took him for a reason. There might be that opportunity. I think he's going to get that shot. He's going to get every opportunity to try to make the team this coming year. it's ultimately on the player to ultimately deliver on that, right? So we'll wait and see how things play out. But it certainly sounds like both sides feel very good about this fit based on everything that I've been told. All right, time for a quick break. We're coming back with much more on the other side. I want to get back to the kid here for a second, and you wanted to know what my dark horse was or who was my late round sleeper. That's it. That's it right there. And look at the team that took him and the time it'll allow for him. Hey, I'm not predicting overnight success. I'm not expecting him to set the world on fire right away. But this is a good pick. It's a really good pick. And I'm telling you right now, this kid will be a player in the NHL, and he will have a long career at that in the NHL. I guarantee it, all right? There's a strong take. I'm putting a guarantee on it with a capital G, people. Disagree? I want to hear from you. We'll hear from you next. He signed, sealed, and delivered, yes, the entry-level contract, better known technically as the ELC. Yeah, you know me, is signed up, and now it's time to find out if he can live up to the hype. I think fans would love to see him make that jump to the opening night roster. Management would love to see it, and I know the kid has every intention of trying to crack it too. All right, enjoy it. The honeymoon's almost over because it's time to shine, and we'll find out in camp. All right, still to come here on the show, our conversation. And no, I don't think he's been perfect. I don't think he's been great throughout this preseason, but I'll tell you this much. I think going into this fourth preseason game, we're going to see the version that we've all wanted to see from him. You know, I think it's just been trying to find that rhythm, trying to get comfortable. I think also dealing with a little bit of the jitters of just being here in the National Hockey